What is up, you guys? It's Aisling. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a wear test. I'm really excited to try out this foundation. Can you tell? One of my followers on TikTok actually tagged me in a video featuring this foundation, and I was like, I really need to test that out for you guys. I haven't really seen that many videos on YouTube. It is all over TikTok, so maybe it's just trending over there. I am going to do a separate TikTok video as well. So if you guys are interested in this video, then just keep on watching. So the foundation in question comes from Zara. Yes, Zara is now doing makeup. They have a ton of makeup, and I think the first time I saw the makeup stand was in the Liffey Valley Zara. I don't know if it's in every single Zara. The one that I go to in Blanche regularly doesn't have any makeup or anything like that in it, but there is a huge stand in Liffey Valley. This is what the box of the foundation looks like, and it's kind of angled at the top, and this is the concealer. I got the shade number W916 in both the foundation and the concealer. I hope that they're a good match. I have no idea, but we'll give it a whirl. It's called the Limitless Soft Matte Foundation. The foundation comes in a gorgeous bottle like this. It's angled, and does it have a pump? It has a pump. So before we do get into the wear test, let's just check out a couple of claims that are on the Zara site. First off, the foundation was $15.95 and the concealer was $8.95. So really, really affordable. I love the packaging. It feels very Armani-like to me, just with the frosted glass. And if that lid was black, I would be like, this is so Armani, but it's just a very clean, very simple packaging that I really, really enjoy. The concealer is also in glass packaging. Foundation is described as a light, durable, and adjustable foundation with a soft matte finish. Formula lasts up to 12 hours, helps to control the oil and achieve an impeccable effect. Available in 51 colours. That is incredible. Fair play to you, Zara. I like to hear that. Concealer is described as a creamy formula with a juicy effect and easy to blend. Such a random statement. Juicy. This product features an adjustable medium coverage with a satin finish that provides a glow, available in 36 colours to adapt perfectly to our foundation. That is incredible. Fair play to you with the shade selection, Zara, because that is just really great to see nowadays. I love when there's loads and loads and loads of shades broken down into light, light, medium, 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 deep, and deep. So there is a shade for a lot of people, and it comes in cool, warm, and neutral. Let's get this on our face and see what we think. I'm gonna add the Inky List primer just onto this side of my face before I apply the foundation. I just have moisturizer on my skin, and I put one of the Elmez Glow moisturizers on my skin, so it kind of has like a slight tint to it. I'm just going to do one pump to the back of my hand, and I'm going to take my sponge. We'll just see what it's like with the sponge. It has a very full coverage foundation. Oh my god. It's much more of a matte consistency. It has a slight glow to it. Do you know what it reminds me of? The Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation that they discontinued. Just the way it's going on my skin and the way that it looks on my skin. I feel like it's high end looking. That's such a weird thing, but when you try so many foundations, I must have tested nearly 100 foundations in my time on YouTube, and I can just tell that this has that kind of high-end quality to it. I like it with the sponge, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not really into sponges, to be honest, with applying my foundation. I just don't like the way it looks, but I like this with the sponge, so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like with the brush. Again, another pump on the back of my hand. Oh my god, there is so much coverage. I have a lot of redness around my nose. I actually have a bit of a sinus infection at the moment, so I'm constantly blowing my nose. And it's covered all that redness, and it takes the pigmentation completely out of my lips. This is unreal. Less is more with this product. A pump and a half would easily cover your whole face. This is probably the first foundation I've tried in so long that I can say that I actually don't mind either side. I'm enjoying the sponge side. It gives a slightly lighter consistency on the skin, nothing crazy light. It still gives that full coverage effect, but I also really like the brush side. It's giving me a lot of coverage. I feel like the sponge side would be more of like a natural application if you just want like a lighter application. And this one definitely gives a bit more of a full coverage effect with the brush. I haven't been this excited for a foundation in a long time, guys. Like, that is no joke. And I know I've just applied it, but it's the way it looks on my skin. I really, really, really like this. I am very happy with the shade. I'm also really happy the fact that it comes in so many shades. And I also love the fact that it's just foundation and you can't see my dark circles. This is incredible. Please ignore the mess of my brows. I am due to get them done next week, but this is what it looks like up close. It has that luminosity to it, like it's definitely got light reflecting particles in it. It makes my face look glowy while still being full coverage. It is such a gorgeous consistency, gorgeous formula. There's no scent to it. I love the appearance of it on my skin. I'm very impressed. Okay, so I just did my eyes. They look a bit crazy right now because my lashes are still drying, and I'm just gonna apply this concealer. It has a little doe foot wand on it. Yeah, we're just gonna apply it there. The wand's a little bit flimsy, like very bendy. Yeah, maybe I should have gone for a little bit of a lighter color. I just applied it to this eye so you can compare. So I don't know, maybe you can see from side to side, does this side look a little bit more concealed than the other side? It's a little bit more watery than concealers that I enjoy. Again, it's supposed to be like a lightweight glowy kind of concealer, so it is as it's described. I'm just going to set my concealer with some loose powder. I just applied it underneath this eye as well. I actually feel like it went on this eye better for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe it was just I put on a bit more. I feel like that concealer is a little bit too yellowy for me. I should have went with a little bit more of like a pink undertone because it would definitely cancel out the dark circles. But what do you guys think? It's actually just gone 9 o'clock, so I'm hoping that I can do a 12-hour wear test, but I will be back to you guys very shortly. Finished doing my makeup. I just applied some bronzer, blush, lip products, finished off the eyes. They're very, very basic today, even though the lashes are a bit extreme. And then what else did I do? I think that was it. Powder that I used was just a Natural Collection powder. I was going to use a translucent, but this feels really nice and it's very, very lightweight, this powder, which I think is perfect for the foundation. For my bronzer, I used MAC Give Me Sun. The blusher I used was the Life's Peach Addict blush. Love this. It's from L'Oreal. On my lips, I'm wearing Nude Truffle from NYX, favorite lip liner. Always wearing it. And Blankety lipstick from MAC. I will say at this stage, I prefer the sponge side, which is very unusual for me. I'm always like all about the brush side. I just feel like the sponge worked a lot better with the consistency of the foundation. So just up close, this is what the foundation looks like. It's so beautiful on my skin. This is my favorite foundation I've tried in ages. Like I said, and I'm kind of going to repeat myself again, it reminds me so much of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable, and I wish I could still had that foundation to compare it. Cannot wait to wear this throughout the day and see what it looks like throughout the day. Like I said, it's just after 9 now, so this will be my initial start, and then we'll see how we get on throughout the day. But I love the appearance of this. Cannot stress that enough, guys. I will see you later on. Hi guys, so it is midday. This foundation has been on for the last 3 hours. I thought I'd come for a check-in. I have Noah here sitting on my lap because it's the only opportunity I'm able to film right now, so he's just sitting here, and I said I would do my first like proper check-in. I'm really liking the way that this foundation is performing on my skin. I actually think it looks so impeccable. I love the luminosity of it on my skin. I think it looks really nice, and I actually love just the feel of it on my skin, if that makes sense. And this foundation has been through it today. I had a bit of a teary episode earlier in the day and I was crying quite a lot. It's nothing serious. Foundation has held up even through tears. It's still intact. Now I probably have a line here, but it looks really good on the skin. I really cannot believe that this is a €16 foundation. It doesn't look it. The concealer I had to reapply, and I think it reapplies really nice. And actually looking at it in the mirror and throughout the day, I think that it is kind of settled into my skin, or settled on my skin, that it doesn't look as yellow underneath my eye. I think it looks kind of brightening, and I'm glad I went for the shade that I did go for. I may next time, if I am repurchasing the concealer, go a shade down, but for the foundation, the color and everything, I'm very, very, very happy with this. This is not the darkest that I'm going to be in the year, so I probably will get a darker shade for the summer months, but right now I think it matches me incredibly well. I love the wear, the feel, just the appearance of it on my skin. It is going to be a foundation that I reach for quite a lot. So this is what it's looking like 3 hours in, and then on that side looking really well. Wouldn't expect too much breakdown after 3 hours, to be fair, so I will pop into you guys in another few hours just to see how we're getting on. First check-in, still loving it, very happy. I'm gonna go clean up all these makeup brushes and it's time for Noah's nap, I think. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So I thought it'd be a great time to pop in right now and just show you what the foundation is wearing like, because it has been on my face for 6 hours and I can kind of gauge between now and the 8-hour mark what I'm really thinking of a foundation and how it's actually looking on my skin. So to be honest, I actually can't believe this foundation's on 6 hours, because it does not look it. It looks incredibly fresh on my skin. It looks like I just applied it. So normally a foundation with this high coverage, I do expect a little bit of creasing because it is a little bit more of a thicker consistency, but this hasn't creased at all, like nowhere, which is kind of crazy because I tend to have a lot of creasing around here and in between my brows and forehead. I'm not noticing anything like that. I am noticing a little bit of wearing off just around here for whatever reason. It could be just because I keep brushing my fringe back, so I'm probably removing some of the foundation. I'm not noticing a huge difference between primed and unprimed, other than, but this could be because of the sponge, that I prefer the sponge side, and we already spoke about that in my last check-in. I just feel like the finish looks nicer on my complexion. Like, there's no wearing off. Even where my glasses were sitting, it hasn't worn off. That's really, really good. That is very unique, because I don't know very many foundations lately that don't wear off. My eyelash is popping up in the inner corner. That's just not cute. There is no oils coming through. 6 hours in, not a speck of an oil am I seeing, which again for oily people is great, because if you don't want to be looking like a greasy hot mess 6 hours in, this is probably your go-to man. Just a teeny bit here where, again, I was saying I was kind of like leaning on my hand, but nothing around the nose area, which is kind of the most bizarre thing, and nothing around the nose, the tip of my nose where I had a mask on. So it's looking really, really good. And I haven't had any issues here, even with oils. A little bit here, just like where I said I was like removing my hair, stuff like that. But I think it looks very, very, very good. To be honest, I didn't think I would be as impressed with this foundation as I am. Again, we still have a bit of time to go. Like, we're not quite at the 12-hour mark yet. But 6 hours in, I'm really liking the appearance of it. I like the feel of it. I like the look of it. I can't believe it hasn't worn off, or that my glasses haven't taken it off. It hasn't worn off around my nose where I was wearing a mask. It just looks really, really, really great. Again, this is a €16 foundation. That is unbelievable. The concealer as well, I'm super impressed with. I didn't actually touch upon it, but it hasn't creased underneath my eyes, and I actually think that it looks very, very nice. These paired together are a great combination. I'll know a little bit more about the concealer as I try it with different foundations, and again, trying different concealers with this. I'll see how we get on, but so far I'm very impressed. I highly rate this, and I think that most of my oily people are going to really enjoy it. But I also don't think it's flat and matte, that somebody with drier skin won't like it either. Not to be too premature saying this, but I think this foundation is an all-rounder and it's great for most people. Hi guys, so it is just gone after 9 o'clock now, so the foundation has been on for 12 hours. Looking at it at this stage of the day, I think it looks pretty decent. I am noticing just a bit of breakdown around the nose area. I was waiting for that to happen. I think it happened around the 9-10 hour mark of wear. So it was a pretty long wear before I got any sort of massive breakdown over my nose, especially since I wear my glasses all the time. And my oils have only come through, I would say, again in the last 2 hours. So that would mean that I've been wearing this foundation for close to 10 hours and it looking so great on my skin. And I still think it looks really great at this hour of the day. Like, it looks just as good as it did nearly when I put it on this morning. Absolutely obsessed with this foundation. I think it is a new holy grail foundation for me. It's a long-lasting foundation. It keeps my oils at bay, but it still isn't like flat or anything on the skin. It doesn't cling to any dry patches. I have a little bit of dryness just around my nose, like I did say earlier on. It hasn't sank in too much to any fine lines. Like I said, that I do have a little bit of kind of like issues around my mouth where things do seep in and crease, but it's not bad. And I do find that it doesn't feel overly heavy on the skin. I just hope that Zara keep this foundation forever, that it's not one of those things that's gonna just fade away. But I really feel, because it's such a great formula and it's a great foundation, it's a great price, that it is going to be here to stay, and it is definitely one of the biggest competitors foundation wise, in my opinion. Concealer I absolutely love as well. Like, it hasn't creased on me. I still think it looks really good. Underneath my eye area is still super soft. Blown away by this, I really am. I think it's good to kind of give it up close and see what the foundation does look like. You can see where it's worn off just around my nose, and just the same kind of wearing that I had earlier on. Nothing really else to kind of like mention other than the oils coming through and the slight bit of creasing there and just a little bit of shininess here. But I mean, we'll try and see what the powder does. See, can it just bring the foundation back to life for me? I feel like that's toned down the shininess and mattified my face again. So this foundation definitely can be touched up throughout the day. I think it's pretty evident from everything I've said in this video that I really like this. I think it's my new favorite foundation. I am so excited to have this in my collection. I'm so excited that Zara brought this out. I'm so excited about the price. I'm so excited about the packaging. Obviously, I'm going to continue trying this out, see what the weather, if weather like impacts it, especially in the warmer weather. I tend to get a lot oilier, and you know, will it help hold back my oils? I'm so surprised and shocked by this, and thank you so much to my subscriber who tagged me in this. To be honest, I think this is such an amazing find. If the rest of the makeup in the Zara line is this good, I can't wait to try out more products, because both the concealer and the foundation get two massive thumbs up from me. If you've tried this or the concealer or any other products from Zara, what do you guys think of them? I'm very happy with the shade. Also, it hasn't oxidized or changed throughout the day. Yeah, I have nothing really else to say about this product. I think it's pretty evident from everything I've said in the video how much I love it. I still stand by it, kind of been like the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Let me know any other foundations that you would like me to try, or any other products maybe that are coming out that I need to get my hands on and talk to you guys about. And I will talk to all of you in my next video. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye guys.